In this week's episode, as we continue exploring the Spanish Pyrenees, the weather finally gives us a break. So we brave freezing cold dips, stumble across some true hidden gems and discover that van life isn't as easy here anymore.
Good morning guys from the beautiful Pyrenees. We slept here last night alongside this river. It was absolutely stunning. All you could hear was the sound of the river. So let's get on with this week's video and see what we get up to. So our first stop today is going to be a camper van service area. We have some wastewater to get rid of. We have our toilet to clean out. So that is going to be our first mission of today. Not the most glamorous, but it has to be done.
When you live in a van, you spend half the time cleaning because the amount of dust that gathers is crazy. We literally cleansed the van yesterday, like deep cleaning. Look at the dust that we have today.
It's terrible. It just keeps coming out of, I don't know where. It's just magically appears.
We're parked here by a river with this like stony ground and it just gets in the van every 5 minutes. As we were leaving our park up, randomly Google told us to drive through a campsite. All of a sudden we had to cross through reception, the barriers, everything. I don't know how we managed to get into a campsite. That was so weird. Our rent is due, so we have to put a little bit of diesel in Fergus. We are noticing that with the thermostat 8 is a little bit harder on diesel. Not much, because obviously it was so easy on diesel before. We are noticing as well that diesel in the Pyrenees is slightly more expensive than around Costa Brava. It's 148 here, and coming over from Costa Brava we put diesel at 130. So it's getting a little bit more expensive. I don't know if it's also because we are very close to the border with France. Right behind those mountains is France. We are starting to see signs for France, so it could be a reason why.
Viva France! Let's go to France.
Yeah, let's pay first.
Oh yes.
Who is this hot sexy lady? Who's this hot sexy lady?
What's that?
Who's this hot sexy lady? So that's our rent paid for the next 2 weeks hopefully, but we are just driving to a river and just the scenery around the Pyrenees is so beautiful. We are just looking around us, just admiring the views and the mountains, and the towns are beautiful as well.
I think we should just drive with no Google Maps, see where it takes us.
Yeah, get lost.
So we have just made this little quick pit stop here alongside the river underneath a bridge, so it's nice and quiet. We have our solar panels out charging because, as you can see right behind me, there is beautiful sun in the sky, so we are making the most of it by getting our things charged because we are running low on our power stations. So here at this little park up, we found a stream that is connected to this river just about 30 meters away from the van, so we are going to go for a dip to freshen up because unfortunately we just cannot get into this river due to the current. So we have the van packed up, we have our power station in the window, and we have the lead going through the window because we cannot leave it outside because somebody will take it. So we have that all set up, it's charging while we're in swimming. So let's go find this little stream. So to get to this little stream, you literally just have to walk through the little sandy beach, through the bushes, well, through the stones, and then you find it. Somebody has just fell out of the kayak and he hasn't popped up yet. We think they're all safe.
Yeah, I think we found him. Well, not we found him, but he just walked out.
He appeared out of nowhere.
The water looks amazing, but it's just so cold that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. It's coming from those mountains behind us, which are covered in snow, just so you can picture how cold that water is.
That was probably one of the coldest dips that I've ever done. It is so cold. Come on, Annie.
It's too cold.
Come on, get in.
It's cold.
Get in.
Ah, no.
Everybody give it up for Annie. in the last video, Annie was bragging about how good she is with cold water. Well, it turns out
Hey Shane, I got in a little bit.
Where?
I was in the background and then you moved quick from the shot.
Well, it turns out I am the champion. I got into the colder water. Annie has not.
Okay, I got it! Hi! It's not that cold anymore. When you don't feel your body is fine. I'm here for like I don't know how long now. So it's after lunch and the evening has kind of gone away from us. So we are probably going to stay here for the night, and right now we're just going for a spin. See if there's anywhere nice and see what we'll find, because basically the Pyrenees are just full of hidden gems that we just keep coming across. So let's see if we can find somewhere else. So we are here at 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧 number 4. So there's loads along the road. So this is number 4 and it's a beautiful viewing point here of the river. Let's go down and see it because the Pyrenees are just so stunning.
That's one thing about doing van life here in the Pyrenees, is you don't have to do huge amounts of driving. You can literally move 2 minutes from your park up and you're already at a stunning location like this one right here behind us. The only problem is you can't sleep here because it's right beside the road, but it's stunning here to stop and just have a look.
This is a perfect place to just sit here, soak in the last sun rays, watch the sunset and just be here in the middle of nature. All you can hear is the river, birds. It's amazing. The Pyrenees, we keep saying it, but the Pyrenees are usually always the highlight of our trip. And it's a pity that we are here just after a big massive storm because the river is so rough. If not, it'd be lovely to get in. Right now it's just impossible.
So the sun is just setting in front of us. It's time to move on, find somewhere else to explore. So let's go jump in the Fergie. If you can see, Fergus is absolutely filthy. The tyres are disgusting, and you might notice we are missing a hubcap on this side because anytime we put a hubcap on, the wheel starts making the noise. Don't know what it is, so we just leave it off. But we need to get new tyres for this as well, so that's going to be on the cards when we get back to Ireland. But this van hasn't been washed properly since June, so it's now October. And that van hasn't been washed properly since June.
Oh god, yeah.
It is filthy. We need to get Fergus a wash.
I mean, with the storms last week, we got a decent wash.
They got a decent wash, but didn't get a proper wash.
Anyway, yeah.
So that walk was shorter than we expected, and a little bit muddy, so on to the next one. Or we might make our way back to our park up for tonight. We're all good. We're heading back, aren't we?
Yeah, well you are anyway. And just like that, we are back in the same spot for tonight. This place was just too nice, so we decided to come back here for the night. We are going for one last walk. Before we go into the van to start working on the laptops. It's just, this place is so beautiful, but unfortunately we are coming into winter, so the days are shorter every day. So I'd say we have like 10 minutes left.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Van life in autumn.
Yeah. Woo. Big wasp.
So just before we hit the road, Annie's doing a little bit of bird watching. See what she can see.
There's a massive one landing right in front of the van, but by the time I got my binoculars from under the bed, I think he flew away because I can't find him.
Always expect unexpected. Have your binoculars with you at all times, especially here in the Pyrenees. Unfortunately this morning the river has not gone down enough. We expected last night that it would go down because yesterday it was dropping, but unfortunately it's not. So we're not being able to go for a swim today, so we're going to have to move on and we're going to have to find another river. We know there is another river on the way that we are going, so we might stop off at it and see can we get in for a swim. But such a pity because this place is beautiful.
Is that cold outside that the water is actually not warm, but it's not bad at all. It's nice. our park up was in the shade, which was really cold, but now that we are driving away from it, I think we're gonna start taking our jumpers off because today is actually given 21 degrees.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in the mountains the climate is so extreme. It's so cold at night and then it gets really warm during the day. This morning we are making our way to some natural pools, but we can fairly notice that the thermostat is out. We have no heater in the van, which we are currently missing.
But it takes like an hour for the window to clear. So we've made it deeper into the Pyrenees, and this is our first stop of today, which is like these natural pools to go swimming in, but I don't think we're going to be swimming because it's
quite chilly.
It's quite chilly, so it's about a 5-minute walk to the pools. Let's go find them. So I don't know how I'm going to get in here without getting wet feet, because I don't have waterproof shoes, and he does. It happens every year, but autumn really hits us slap bang in the face because we leave the coast where it's like summer, and then we get to the Pyrenees and it's like full autumn mode. It's crazy. We are making our way through the trees to get out. Oh wow. So it is such a pity that there is not much sun today, because this place is absolutely beautiful and we'd only love to get in, but unfortunately there's no sun, so we wouldn't be able to warm up afterwards. But this place is just absolutely spectacular. We're going to leave it pinned down below, so if you are in the Pyrenees, you can come and check it out, and hopefully it's better weather.
We've just met up with a local that has come down here to the waterfalls. He was like in his 80s, so fair play to him before coming down here with his walking stick. And he's told us that years ago there used to be a cooking competition around here. People would come here to cook paellas. That is so random. And it must have been so hard to carry everything down to here, because the walk down here is not too short and it's not that easy either.
So we have came to this park up where we usually come when we are in the Pyrenees, but unfortunately if you read on Park for Night, everything now is day parking only, and the Guardia Civil come and move you on from here. Even though there's no sign saying that you can't park here or it's private property or anything, the Guardia Civil come and move you on, which is quite annoying. But since we were here last, there has been a huge change, and if you see right behind me, the whole bank has just literally collapsed. There is nothing left of the bank. This, you can see right behind me, is not. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to sleep here, but we'll just stop here, have lunch, and then we'll have to find somewhere else. But when reading Park for Night here in the Pyrenees, the town halls have been putting up signs all over the place saying that it's only day parking. You can't put your roof up, you can't sleep in your van, or you can't do any of that stuff. Even though the signs are illegal here in Spain, the town halls are putting them up, which is just leaving it a little bit difficult for us because we don't want to get fined when we're parked up here. But this place is beautiful and we're going to stay here for as long as we can until the Guardia Civil come and move us on, but hopefully they don't get that opportunity.
As you guys know, the accident has been the scariest moment of our van life adventures, and ever since then we've had a 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢 dashcam, which are the paid partners of today's video. Having a dashcam makes us feel a lot safer during our travels, and for the last 2 years we've been using the 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗢𝗣 dashcam A119, but we have just upgraded to the A229, which is 4K. It has Sony Starvis 2 sensors for front and rear, so it's a massive upgrade for us. The cool thing about this dashcam is that it has front facing, rear facing and interior cameras, so you're covered in all angles, and it's literally so easy to install. It's plug and play and you're ready to go. 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗧 has an amazing Black Friday sale on until the 2nd of December, so if you want to get yourself a dashcam or even as a gift, we are going to leave a link down in the description so you can check it out. Now let's go and keep exploring the Pyrenees.
So the fact that this river is flowing so fast we cannot get in, we have decided that we are going to have a boat race. For our boat we're going to get sticks, so we have to go choose a stick. We're going to throw it in and see who gets to this point first. Let's go pick our stick.
So this here is the finish line. Obviously on the river. So let's pick up a stick. I'm sorry, but I think I'm going to win. I'm very good at boat races.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, Annie has found her stick.
This is mine.
What's the name of the boat?
Rápido.
Oh. My turn to find the stick.
Slingshot.
I've gone for this one.
Okay.
It's called the Titanic. That's my stick. So this point right here is going to be the starting point of the race. It's the best man win.
1, 2 y 3.
I won. Demolished. The Titanic beat Rapido.
I have to say that he got a head start.
How?
I don't know.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
I have to say that you won. I mean, yeah, it was very good. Well done. You did nothing, but well done. So as you can see, the sun's out, and the place we were in this morning, it was just so nice. We are so tempted to go back in.
We'll go back.
We are going to try to get into that water. Hopefully it's sunny there because it's in a valley. So we're going to go back in the hopes that the sun is hitting the water and we can get in, because if not, it's just too cold to get in.
We'll give it a go. First we have to get out of here. It's quite swampy.
So we are back at the natural pools. We have our swimming gear on. We are even taking snorkels. We're gonna attempt to get in here. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite chilly. I'm gonna take my warm jumper with me for when we get out of the water at when I need it. There's not that much sun. I don't think there's much of a difference from earlier on, but anyway, we'll give it a go. It just looks too nice not to get in, because we love getting into cold water. Here's Shane. Already ready?
Let's go.
Let's go and see if we can get in.
Annie looks like the type of person that is going to go on like a winter's hike in summer.
Made it back to the waterfall. Shane is braver than me today. I'm actually not really feeling it.
She was all talk when we got here.
I know, but then I saw that the sun has already set behind us. So there's no sun here. Oh, the six-pack.
Oh, six-pack. You have the towel ready.
Well done, Shane, honestly.
That's Baltic.
Is that the coldest in the Pyrenees?
Oh yeah, that's
Colder than the first day?
That's definitely the coldest.
Oh.
Your turn now. You gotta do it.
Is it actually colder?
It's absolutely Baltic.
I know, but yesterday was cold as well, and the first day was cold too. That's colder.
That's cold. Whew. So, of course, I've got into the water, and I think Annie's starting to think that she's going to get into the water too. So, as I said, memories are forever, pain is temporary. So, she's going to have to get into...
I don't know, again. The van is not that warm. Like, if there was a sauna right here.
Yeah, well, we just don't have a sauna. So.
I know, that's why I don't know if I can.
As I said to Annie, when we're about 80, I can always say, remember that time we were in the Pyrenees and I got into the water and you didn't? So I think she's going to have to get in.
I think only for that, I have to get in. Because I don't want to listen to you.
Come on, get in.
Hey, Shane doesn't stop talking about how nice of a tip this is. How I'm always going to regret it that time we were in the Pyrenees and I didn't get in and he did. So I've just asked him to put my towel around him to warm it up. Because I'm going to try to get in. I'm going to attempt it. If I get in, and that there is not like the best thing ever. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Is it worth it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Right. I'll have to... I know that he's not gonna shut up about it. Just for that, I'm gonna get in. I'm already cold.
now I'm frozen because I have no jumper.
I can't believe I got in. I'm so happy I did. I'm frozen now. My hands, my feet are so cold. So let's go back to the van and go for a drive. For a long drive, because now that we have no thermostat, it takes a lot longer for the van to warm up. There's Shane, he's already leaving without me. Classic. Something really good and really bad about Shane is that he has a very good memory, like ridiculously good. And I know that if I hadn't got in, he would have reminded me for the rest of my life of that time he got in and I didn't, which is the main reason. Which is the main reason why I got in. I just had to. There was too much pressure on me. And I know that future Annie is gonna thank me because he can be really annoying. We have never been in this part of the Pyrenees and I have to say that it's one of my favorite places now. Even the walk down to the pools is just stunning with these colors in autumn.
We'll be back next year.
Yeah, definitely. This is now at the top of our list. What do you think my main reason for getting in was?
Probably because you're too warm or something. Or maybe the fact that you didn't want to listen to me for the next
for the rest of my life.
Saying that, remember that time you didn't get into the Pyrenees?
Because you have such a good memory, unfortunately.
Yep.
Good for some things, terrible for others. So typical, we're back at the van and it's sunny up here. Not down there where we needed it. I'm still so cold, it's so hard to get warm. I have my feet under the dash trying to warm up as much as possible, but Fergus is not hot yet, although there's quite a few hills, so I'm hoping that it's gonna warm up pretty soon.
Pyrenees road traffic block. So this is our park up here for tonight in 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗧, and as I was saying earlier on, there is signs everywhere saying that there is no overnight camping or you're not allowed to put your roof up or anything.
Yeah, we found that the Pyrenees have become, well, this area of the Pyrenees has become a lot less van life friendly this year.
Yeah, than the previous years.
Yeah, they have signs everywhere, but it's an illegal sign that the town hall is putting up. It's not an official Spanish sign, so they can't fine you.
So they're trying to deter van lives and get them away from this area, but we're going to stay here. There's probably 10 to 20 other camper vans parked here, so we should be okay.
Yeah. We've seen on Park Pyrenees that a lot of people has asked the police and the tourism office, and they said that in low season you're fine, and as long as you're not camping, you don't have anything outside of your van, you should be 100%. So we're gonna risk it for a chocolate biscuit.
Exactly, we're gonna sit here, do some work, and then see when the Guardia Civil come.
We'll be waiting on them.
This has to be one of the nicest colours that we have ever seen up here on the mountain. The sun is setting over there and the whole entire mountain is illuminated up red. It is absolutely beautiful.
So we are just back in the van. It has literally just got dark. That sunset was so nice. It was funny because we were watching the sunset through the mountain. We couldn't really see directly the sun. And now it's time to get the laptops again, crack on with some work, edit some YouTube videos. If you don't know it, we have a YouTube channel. Please subscribe. It will help the channel so much. Actually, if you made it this far into the video, share this video with your friends, family, granny, dog, cat, your neighbor, anybody, because there's a lot of effort behind these videos and it would be so nice if YouTube could give us a little boost. It'd be amazing. It would help us continue our travels, share them with you, and just take Fergus everywhere. Also leave a comment saying go Fergus, just to give him a little push when we are going up the hills and on our way back to Bilbao to get the ferry in a couple of weeks. So that's gonna be the end of this week's video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to travel with us. We'll see you next week in another adventure. Bye! The shop closed on us.